Hello, my name is Joy Wisdom. I'm the founder of Allonus. Two arms to Allonus. One is the light healing program that we're going to talk about today, and then the other side of the program is the practitioner's training, which is a specialist practitioner's training on focusing on emotional and mental health, new approaches to eradicate and increase well-being. So today we're going to talk about the Allonus Light Healing program. That is from foundation to masterclass, and there's a whole range of choice for you to move forward in this program at your own pace. So the one we're going to be talking about today is the One Love Diamond Ingots Light Healing program here. And this was launched in 2010, and it's a program that has expanded to new levels of support and development, and people are finding it an absolutely amazing program to be involved in, because it's a support program for you. And it carries the yin energy, and the yin energy comes from Kuan Yin, the divine feminine, and they are all about unconditional love and working with unconditional love. And this is Master Hilarion, an ascended master, who is also working to bring unconditional love to the planet and getting people opened to new levels of love. So this program is a daily support program that helps you to keep out of emotion. It also blocks absorption, which is a big problem that is not really understood, and this is where we can live out of that seesaw of emotion. The techniques, there are 3 new healing techniques that are taught in this 2-day training, and it also helps to open deep levels of heart regeneration. That's improving the rhythm and energetics of the heart, so that you can receive to better levels. There's also selenite techniques. Selenite are these rods. Oops, I'll just get them out. And you can work them on the feet, on the chakra points of the feet. So a wonderful addition for reflexologists, acupuncturists, and that is a separate technique that we teach therapists who are trained in those modalities. It's a new aid to your therapy practice, containing high vibrational energy that helps to transmute negativity. In my training as a reflexologist and in other modalities, you find that interacting with people in crisis, etc., they carry negativity, and they leave that with you when you have done consultation, you've interacted with that person. Even in the supermarket, you can pick up negativity from others. So this is where this modality helps you to stop picking that up and helps to protect you 24/7. In this first foundation level, there is the sacred heart opening. We have 3 heart chakras, and although we may not know that, we are operating from that level of receiving and giving love. And also in this modality, connecting you up to your solar chakra energy. So we have our 7 main chakras here, earth chakras, and then we have solar chakras that start from the 8th chakra upwards. And in this modality, we connect you to your 14th chakra. It includes, the training includes a manual certificate and free Allonus DVD in that package. It's also AOR and CPD training points on that as well. So as we were saying, absorption is little understood. It's a big problem, and everyone can pick up from others in a caring profession. healers, medics, nurses, teachers, practitioners, and diamonding incorporates techniques to help to dissolve and help you to stop picking this up. As practitioners, we become overwhelmed from working with clients. I know I did, and I didn't have this at that time. Absorption overwhelms and mixes with us at energetics and eventually at a biological level, because this will cause disease. It will move in to your field, your physical field, and then dilutes your strength and your support. And clients unwittingly dump their emotions in our practice room, and they feel much better having unloaded. Of course they will. But we can also pick up from family. Oops, gone wrong way. There we go. We can pick up from family, friends, clients, and in the surrounding negativity of our environment, and transferring that from them to us. It's involved in mental and physical illness, and especially if you are a sensitive or an empath, you will pick up on other people's energetics. So it can't be seen with the naked eye, however, we are affected. And absorption is collected in our energetics. It mixes and dilutes with us, and it will dilute our positive energy. And we convert into something else, externally and internally. So we need techniques to negate, dissolve and resolve, and Diamonding Light Healing gets to deeper areas and other modalities that can't. We can accumulate like overcoats, and they will veil and dilute us to greater degrees. So, facts and solutions, a new therapy with radical approaches to health. We also understand genetic influences, but ignorant to emotional and psychological influences via lineages. And science has proved that transference does exist, with Holocaust generational victims passing on trauma and depression to their grandchildren. Subconscious defaults via fetal origins and receiving ancient traumas. So these people are living from depression, anxiety, anger, or just overwhelmed with life, and they live from it, but they haven't created it. And this is where the transference goes down through the generations. It's a biological influence, a subconscious influence, and this is something that we deal with in the DARE practitioners training. So we're living in critical times of evolution with cyber technologies that will enhance or scupper the brain and human evolution, also diluting our brain capacity, etc. And all of this is spoken about in my new book called Mirror Image, and gives a lot more detail with science backup. So I advocate that clearing has to start with the practitioner, and the purer the practitioner, the better the results for the client. And obviously if they are not picking up on energetics from others, then they are able to transmute that. That keeps them safe. That also keeps their clients safe, their room safe. So you've no need to keep clearing your room from negativity or from things being brought in. It's happening automatic once you have this higher frequency of energy working with you. So essentially the heart is the heart of the matter. We can live with a closed heart from adverse events and trauma in our lives. And when we live from a closed heart, we can't receive. We can't nurture ourselves. And this means that people are walking around shut down, numb and frozen when they aren't working from an open heart. In historical times, we've been conditioned to give, but not to receive. And this is where a closed heart will cause disorders such as heart conditions, breathing issues, and even hypertension. So it does affect us physically. So So today we're aware that bonding is essential to our well-being. However, through neglect and lack of nurturing, we can be bereft from the lack of love from a very early age. And additionally, if parents don't know how to love or how to bond from their own traumatic birth or neglect that they have received, it will interfere with the level of oxytocin released and or developed or passed on. So essentially, oxytocin is generated with bonding when the child is born, and it also activates breastfeeding and lactation, etc. So oxytocin is a very, very important hormone that will help us to feel love, help us to feel satisfied with life. So bonding affects us biologically and opens the heart to receive. Brain patterns are developed to nurture one another, working with right brain and limbic systems. Hormonally, chemicals and peptides coat our cells accordingly, dependent upon the amount of motion and hormonal action, positive or negative response. So oxytocin is known as the hormone of love. It will be released when we're nurtured, when we feel comfort and satisfaction, climax from sex, and involved in breastfeeding initiates breast milk. And here, my other book, Pregnancy and Birth, A New Generation, there's whole groups and chapters of information on oxytocin and bonding, breastfeeding versus the bottle, and so on and so forth. So very, very much, it isn't just from receiving from one to one. It's a biological, it's a subconscious, and it's a brain pathway that we develop or not. In Diamondingers, we work with the Seraphim Secrets. And the Seraphim Secrets is the first quest is to open the heart. And if we saw the heart as a flower, the heart chakra as a flower, and the optimum level is to have 144 petals. And this is the quest to open them all. The second quest is to open the higher heart connection. And through healing all levels of the self and connection, we open the sacred heart, which is opened in the foundation level, Allonus Light Healing. We then start to connect to the sacred heart. It brings a higher frequency to turn into crystalline form. It helps you to start working from unconditional love and not cherry picking from it, but living it. And life is increased in such abundance when we do that. The third quest is to reach soul guidance, and this level is to become one with all that is the highest goal of the soul, to live from unconditional love. Connecting to unity is the opening of the higher realms, living in truth and balance, and receiving a bridge of light for earth and humanity through higher frequencies. So we can have a very, very different outlook on life when we are working from the sacred heart. It gives us more compassion, more tolerance. It also helps to work with the limbic system and the right brain to a greater degree. So there are 3 heart chakras. We, as the fourth heart chakra, is very much working from a human level. We are bombarded with emotions from criticism, from intolerance, etc., that really hits us here in the heart chakra, 4th heart chakra. When we open up the sacred heart, which is done in the foundation level, Allonus Light Healing, we then live from a dual heart center. In the next stage, opalescence, we open up the cosmic heart. So this is the 3 hearts, chakras that we can live from, and obviously we are increasing the amount that we can receive, and also the level of love, the level of giving, understanding, as I said, works with the limbic system and right brain, so it's opening you up to different perceptions with people. We're able to receive more of regeneration of the self, living and giving unconditionally to others, and we're making us better people, more compassionate, and it enables us to be enhanced practitioners, parents, and so on. The There's actually 7 levels of learning with the heart, and within those 7 levels of learning, we are learning to love at the optimum level of unconditional love. So the base level is a physical level, and then we move on to different degrees of learning love, giving, receiving, tolerance, and understanding of other people's needs, having greater spatial awareness to be able to understand other people's needs. It's not they're blaming you or having a bad day. They are needy people and they need help. And we have a lot of people who are living from a closed heart and cannot function very well in the world with a closed heart, because it's an innate need for us to receive that love, and it helps us to live life and enjoy life rather than coping, managing. So empathics are wonderful gifts to live with our empathic senses, our 6 senses. It gives us lots of tools. It helps us to see the world in a different place. It works with our intuition, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, working with our energetics and expanding us to new awareness, new spatial awareness, etc., which is taught to greater degrees in induction of DARE, and it's also open to anybody, not only within the DARE training. So as practitioners and healers, we work with empathic skills, and empaths and those using their 6 senses absorb faster. Hearts can be damaged and detrimental levels, making it a challenge to live in the world. I know empaths who are very overwhelmed with life. They pick up everything because it's a tool, but we don't know how to work with it, how to live with it, and to make the best use of that. And this is something I teach in induction, Secrets of Universal Living, which you can find on the website. So in Diamonding is Light Healing, we look at clearing some of this overwhelmed and absorption that you have taken on board. And everyone in the workshop receives this. And this is where we can clear IGTA, inherited generational trauma or transference from our lineages, family, etc. And we're also emptying the vessel and helping you to discard some of this garbage that you do not need anymore. And from my perspective, connecting you to this wonderful energy, it has to have somewhere to go. And very often the vessel is overflowing with what it carries. So by clearing and helping you to get nearer to you, you can then take on this energy to greater proportions. We even have men attending these courses, and this is what it does. You know, it's big hugs all around, and people feeling that love and receiving at a much better way. So, as I explained to you earlier, selenite rods can be used on the feet. And again, this is where we can tap into acupuncture points, chakra points. We also do that on the physical body. These program and techniques work with systems of the body. So it helps to clear negativity held within different systems. People go to sleep when they receive these techniques. And what happens is that they feel so de-stressed. It's like a hot knife through butter, and people have benefited so much. The other thing from Diamonding is Light Healing as part of the 2-minute practice that you receive is it helps to ground you. A lot of people are not grounded, and the body feels heavier because you're in it. And very much there are techniques to help ground you. Again, it helps you to direct yourself in the world in a much better way, and life speeds up and helps you to enjoy all of those bucket lists and goals in your life that you haven't been able to do before. So it's a new cutting edge technique. It includes a manual, certificate, free DVD, and it's CPD approved. There is theory and practice and clearing, so you have the benefit of all three over the 2 days. And what makes Diamond Ingots so different to Reiki? Well, it's a higher vibrational energy. There are no symbols, and it is a very, very different approach. Reiki's done a wonderful job of pioneering healing and acceptance with the masses, and this is coming in now to take it to another level and giving you tools that helps to support the individual as well as giving you skills to help others. So again, it ticks all the boxes. The logo of Allonus, I've added this in because people often ask me this question. The logo came from a vision that I had after a Kuan Yin channel in 2004. The pink light coming in, whoops, go back. The pink light coming in here is where it represents the streams of new energies of the Aquarian age. The diamond here with the 2 arms coming down, it represents here the rune, the ingus, which is ongoing, leaking above and below, representing no separation. It's also a warrior energy that's coming in for change, and the level of the 4 selves, amalgamating the 4 selves, which is the physical, etheric, spiritual and mental bodies, which makes up part of your aura. And the swirl here represents the divine feminine and unconditional love. So I have been had several awards since I've been running this since 2010. Excellence in Training I've just received in 2019. I was awarded Therapist of the Year in 2018, and in 2015 I was awarded Inspirational Woman and Commitment to Excellence. So very, very proud to have those, and know that from a practitioner's perspective, I know and understand what practitioners need and have based my training on that perspective. So the Light Healing Program is a stepping stone or rolling program, and the power of 3 is where you start with the foundation level, opalescence, which is the intermediate level, and then there is a second omni-heart connection, which is also an intermediate level. So it's a 9-month process of transforming the self, but also giving you tools and skills for you to enjoy every day, 24/7. And you don't have to think about it. This energy helps to protect you and support you every day. As you enhance your energetics, you enhance yourself, you enhance your world, and you enhance what you can do for your clients, which, and boy, they can feel that. It doesn't matter what modality you do, this will enhance, whether you're doing massage, reflexology, craniosacral therapy, it doesn't matter what it is, it enhances everything because it's enhanced you, and this energy is coming through. And finally, there are some books, Pregnancy and Birth, Shell of Soul, Mirror Image, that we've also already pointed out. And then there is a range of DVDs, that's a 4-hour one. And we also have Chakra CD that you can get from the website. And here is the 2 arms of training. So we have the Light Healing Program that goes along here from Foundation through to Masterclass, and then the DARE arm again from, this is induction here, and then you start your training as you go through specialist levels. It's all specialist training and advanced training, as the Light Healing Program is. So I look forward to seeing you at some point along your journey. And this is the philosophy of Allonus: all life, learning, oneness, nurturing, understanding, soul purpose and integration. For that's where we are, isn't it? It's a journey of learning and progressing for each of us. And I wish you well on your journey and hope that we can help you along your way. Thank you.